I'm Aris, 28-year-old marketing professional. I'm building a Pokemon card business online, and I've currently got a big old hold all which I need to take to the post office from my second ever Whatnot stream. I just finished up the stream there, and another ridiculous stream, about 3.5 hours long, had 800 and something pounds in sales. We didn't hit anything nearly as good from the packs, but we sold out Prismatic, sold out Twilight, nearly sold out of Evolving Skies as well. So later in the evening now, post-stream, we've just had a delivery, which is class. So taking some of the money I earned from the first stream and reinvesting it, I bought another 2 of these Twilight Masquerade 3-pack blisters, which is good because I sold out of the packs on the stream today. So we've got some more for the next stream with the Snorlax promos. Again, I'm undecided over whether I'll grade these or I'll run them in the auctions. Not 100% sure yet, but I kept the other 2 from earlier. And the other pickup that I've got is a Paldea Evolved Booster Box. I paid $180, I think, for this. I've got this. I've also ordered more packs, which I'll show you when they arrive. But Paldea Evolved should be a really sick one, so really looking forward to the next stream. It's probably worth me sitting down and chatting to you guys about, I guess, what I've learned from stream number 2 now as well. But if anybody is new here, first of all, subscribe to the channel. We're posting very regularly. But also, if you are wanting to join Whatnot, if you use the link in my description, you will get £10 free to spend on my stream or any stream if you want. And if you are looking to become a seller, you can also use my referral link to become a seller down below, and Whatnot will match your first £150 in sales like they have done for me. So get yourself some free cash, get yourself on Whatnot, get your £10 free to buy, or get your £150 free for selling. The spare bedroom's a bit of a mess. This is pretty full. I think it was like 40-ish individual orders. I mean, we've just got stuff everywhere now. This is one of the things I've just got stuff everywhere from. So a lot of the packs that I had in stream 1 were from these premium tournament collections, so I've just got sleeves and deck boxes everywhere. And then the Prismatic that I had were from the binder collection, so I've now got 2 spare binders sitting around. Not 100% sure where I'm going to store all this or what I'm going to do with it yet. And then other packs that we've still got 8 Shrouded Fable. From those Snorlax blisters, we've got another 6 Twilight Masquerade. I do have more on the way. And then I still got 2 Evo Skies left at the bottom there. We haven't hit anything big from Evo Skies, so hopefully there's something in there for someone. And then in terms of like random stuff, we've got a sealed Petulant that I didn't sell, and then these guys which I didn't top load, I still haven't sold yet. Oh, there's a couple in top loaders, but I need to go through and get those sold in the next stream. I guess one of the biggest surprises is probably the amount of crap that you accumulate from doing Whatnot streaming. So either if it's ripping ships, just the sheer amount of rubbish from opening the packs, discarding whatever the rubbish that there is, from the packaging. I mean, these are all from shipping labels. Luckily, I had my label printer working for this lot of orders, so it made things probably, honestly, I think it was about half the amount of time. But I've got paper, I've got packaging, I've got stickers, it's just, there's stuff lying about everywhere. I need to go through and tidy it all up. But today as well, I'm going to sit through, once I finish this video, I'm going to sit through and sort the actual PSA submission online on the laptop, which I'm not going to show you because it is just going to be me sat in front of a laptop for probably the best part of an hour and a half. Also go through the PSA registry system and say, like, enter the card details, the card numbers, etc. But in terms of what the days look like, it's been incredibly boring from that perspective. I have packed orders for hours. I'm now going through and tidying up, getting rid of the rubbish, going to the dump, etc. And then I'm going to sort this PSA submission, pack that up, get that picked up. As well as that, I am going to keep this Pokemon Center stamp Petulant that came out of the ETB, which I opened for the packs, and I think I might grade it, you know. I don't think I would sell it if I graded it, but I feel like Pokemon Center stamp promo can't really go wrong. I need to go through these Snorlaxes and decide what I'm going to do. I haven't looked at these at all, actually, so I don't know if they're going to be good condition to grade. I mean, that might be a bit off-center, but I think that may be gradable, you know. So if they're all gradable, then I might grade them all. If they're not, then I might not. TBC. I also need to open up this pack of illustration contest promos here and hopefully get them all to be gradable. If they are all gradable, then I'll probably send them all off. And I also have a bunch more of these Grand Prix Charizards. I've auctioned off a couple, and I've also given a couple away on the Whatnot streams. But I'm going to go through these, see if there's any that I want to grade. I'd ideally like to grade a couple. I do have one in the PC, so I think if I was to grade any, they probably would be for sale. But I'm going to go through, see if I can grade any. If not, then it's no worries at all. I can continue to either give them away or auction them off. They're really cool cards anyway. Serious kitchen chat here about stream number 2 and Whatnot. So, overall, sentiment again was incredibly positive. Really solid stream. we basically did, we probably hit not far off the same levels that we did in stream number 1. I would say I had less packs on offer, so I think we did more singles, less packs, which was good in as much as we were able to shift more singles, but I think it was probably a less engaging stream overall as a result of the packs. I think the packs really engage the community. I think it really engages because it's from a content perspective. Now, to touch on giveaways before, I'm going to run through all the metrics here. We actually successfully set up one giveaway before starting the stream, which worked fine. So if you are going to run any buyers giveaways, make sure you set that up before the stream. And if you plan on running multiple buyers giveaways, then make sure you set up multiple before the stream. I ran 2 followers giveaways. Now, you'll see from the followers on the screen that we did shoot up in followers again. So we're jumped up to, I think we're at 350 now at the time of recording this. You'll see on the screenshot. And I'm sure some of that growth was stimulated as well by the followers. So we basically doubled our follower numbers on Whatnot entirely versus the previous streams. I think we ended on 180 or something like that. So the followers giveaways I thought were good. They're a good way of engaging people. You obviously pay for them as the seller, so you'll see on the screenshot that I've got £5.40 in giveaway spend, which is me funding the postage. There's no option on that, like that is just what it is, which makes complete sense. I think the thing for me that felt maybe slightly disappointing about this specific scenario, and maybe it'll pay off long term, but it felt like to me that I think the 2 people who won the giveaways, this is no disrespect to them or anything like that, but I don't think they were particularly engaged in the chat. I didn't really see them saying anything other than they won the giveaway. So it's potential that they just came in and followed for the giveaway, which I guess is part of the purpose of it. I almost wish there was a way of making the odds better for somebody who's chatting frequently or something like that to reward them for that, or who've been there for a longer period of time. That was overall, but obviously this is stream number 2. We're growing a platform, so ultimately any of these numbers, like I would expect to have to invest something into a platform to grow it, whether that's time, money, cards, whatever. So we're still, overall, growth has been really solid, and I'm now going to touch on the specific stats. So total sales was £816, which is, according to Whatnot, 5% below average, but of course the average is going to be versus the previous stream. So that's £816 before fees get taken off. There's now a strange stat which says earnings completed minus £540, but I think that's because, I think that's £5.40 for the giveaway spend. I'm not 100% sure, I think that's what it is. Orders was 105, which apparently is 1% below average. The average order value was £7.77, which is 4% below average. Again, that's an interesting one. I think overall we probably had less viewers throughout the stream at different points. We'll touch on the peak viewers and stuff, but I think that on average there was probably a lower number of viewers, which is maybe why there was a lower average order value. We tried doing 5-second auctions, sudden death auctions are called, sorry. So basically, the auctions that I ran in stream 1 and for the majority of stream 2 are 15 seconds long, and within the 5 seconds, if anybody bids, it resets the timer to 5 seconds. So let's say you'd bid £9, somebody else comes in and bid 10, it goes back to 5 seconds to give everybody an opportunity. So with the size of the stream that I've got, I found that the sudden death auctions were great for getting through auctions fast. So we wanted to get to 100 sales pretty quick so we could do the giveaway. But I think you probably earn less money off the back of it. I think if you've got a much bigger audience size, then you probably will make more money because it incentivizes that fear of missing out. However, at the size that I'm at, I don't think sudden death auctions are the one. The stream metrics then, so we had 36 individual buyers, which apparently is 10% below average. We had 28 first-time buyers, which is 22% below average, which isn't too surprising because we had 8 returning buyers. So that was great to see that within 3 days, we've run 2 streams. We've generated, 1.7k in revenue or something like that, nearly 1.8k in revenue. And we've already had 8 people come back from stream 1 to stream 2 and buy again, which is amazing to see. We're starting to build a community both on Whatnot and on YouTube. A lot of you guys came from Whatnot, and then a lot of the guys on YouTube also went from YouTube to Whatnot. So it's great to see that we're building this community. Shares was only 1, whereas in the first stream we had 4, so we're down 75% there. The show duration was 3 hours and 12 minutes. And we probably could have gone for longer, but once I'd run that 100 sale PSA slab giveaway, I think that there was quite a tail off in terms of the number of viewers, and there was probably a bit of a loss of interest there. So that's just one to factor in, is that once we'd hit that 100 number, that was the sort of crescendo of the stream, and I was quite happy just to run another couple of slabs, but the viewers had dropped so much to where they were going really, really cheap, and it didn't really make sense to run 2 anymore. The max concurrent viewers, which is interesting, was actually 64, which was actually 2% above average. So it was higher than on the first stream. But I think as I said, the average number of viewers was probably lower. The total views was 953, which was 16% below the average. And I don't have any order rating metrics for you. I think the other thing that I should say is obviously doing well and Whatnot is one thing. But you guys right now watching this on YouTube, probably a lot of you came from Whatnot. From my first stream, between my first stream on Whatnot and today, my YouTube channel has grown by 50%, I think. So I think we've gained about 60 subscribers in that period of time, which is obviously massive. I think yesterday we had a 30 subscriber day, I believe. The day before was 15, the day before that was 15. So like for a channel of my size to be able to grow like 50%, like I'm under no illusion of how fast a trajectory that is versus like the quality of content or anything like that. So it's brilliant to see, obviously, and I really appreciate everybody coming over. The view metrics and the engagement metrics on YouTube are also following suit. So people are spending more time with me on YouTube. I think our watch hours yesterday were in the 40 or 50 or 60 region, something along that. Within one day, people have spent 50 or 60 hours watching content for me, which is obviously, again, super significant. That's on that path to growing a brand, growing a business, growing a reputation. You're building relationships when you have people watching for that length of time. Realistically, for me, that's an incredible success. That we have spent the best part of 8 hours streaming now on Whatnot, which is a full working day. We've generated, roughly 1.7, 1.8k in revenue. Not all of that's profit. Obviously, I don't have specific profit numbers for anybody because a lot of the cards I did have in some of the packs were from personal collection. It'll be a lot easier for me to tell you the profit margin going forward. So I've placed a couple of big orders. I've bought more packs, I've bought more boxes. They're all on the way. I've bought a collection from the UK, which is a pretty significant one, and I've bought a mass amount of cards from Japan as well. So the collection from the UK should be here tomorrow. I'm going to make a full video on that specifically. We're going to talk about what we've got, the conditions, what I'll be grading, what I'll be selling, what I'll be auctioning, how much I paid, how much I think it's worth, etc, etc. Then when the cards from Japan come, which will be hopefully next week, I'll make another video on those. And you'll probably see a similar video to this as and when I get more pack through from the different orders from the different sellers. I'm also going to be running another Whatnot stream on Saturday. By the time that you're watching this, hopefully I'll have had the show set up so you can bookmark it. But it'll be Saturday, either late morning or early afternoon at some point. And the plan is to do predominantly rip and ships. So now that we've got that Paldea Evolved booster box and the other boosters that we've got coming, the plan is predominantly to do rip and ship. We probably will have some auctions as well. And if you guys have any questions about setting yourself up on Whatnot, again, like I mentioned earlier in the video, referral links are down in the description, but feel free to fire me a message on Instagram. It's probably the best way that we can go back and forth pretty easily. I'll happily reply to any comments on YouTube as well, but if you get me on Instagram, I think you're more likely to get detailed responses. I'm more than happy to help you and advise you as to what I've done. I'm now looking to obviously level this up, scale it up, see what I can do with it. But if you are new, please do subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below if you're from Whatnot or if you've already gone and used my referral links. Please do let me know. And hopefully I will see you on Saturday in another stream.